2024 now. Democrats have approved making South Carolina the first state in its primary contest starting in 2024.
Our Aaron Baker has been following this, and he joins us now with what the changes could mean for South Carolina. Aaron?
Carol and Nigel, the Democratic National Committee moving South Carolina to the top of the primary calendar is a big change. Iowa's caucus had been the first in the nation since 1972, and New Hampshire's primary had been the first primary since 1920. Democrats say the change was made because South Carolina is a more diverse state with a larger population of Black and Hispanic voters. But Iowa and New Hampshire are pushing back, making claims of going ahead of South Carolina anyway. Now, doing that would be unsanctioned, and it would lead to those states losing delegates at the convention. But Clemson's James Wallner says it's important to remember that consequences aside, they can choose to do it.
We do not have one Democratic Party, and we do not have one Republican Party. We have 50 Democratic parties, and we have 50 Republican parties. And the Democratic Party of New Hampshire and the Republican Party of New Hampshire can make whatever decision that they want to make in terms of when they will hold their elections. Under the Constitution, they have that authority.
The other thing to keep in mind is that Republicans are sticking with the traditional calendar of Iowa followed by New Hampshire. So that'll create two different calendars for Republicans and Democrats in the U.S. and two primary elections in South Carolina.
That creates a lot of logistical complications that they have to figure out how to iron out. There is a substantial cost that I think the state needs to keep in mind.
Another potential concern in states that don't follow the new DNC rules, candidates on those ballots could face penalties and then create confusion with the entire Democratic primary process. For example, under these new rules, if New Hampshire went ahead of South Carolina, President Biden's name couldn't be on the ballot because it would be an unsanctioned contest. So it opens up the ability for someone else to win in New Hampshire in that example. Carol.